Hello, hybrid teachers. This unit, we're really focusing on the concept of backward design or understanding by design. That's what our instructional materials will focus on this week. And I will pull those up and talk about them a little bit more. This week, I suggest that you start by watching this video, What is Understanding by Design? Or, as I said, I will refer to this process as backward design. In a nutshell, backward design asks you to put student learning at the very center of your course design. It asks you to figure out what it is that you want students to be able to do, and then work backward from there. How will you know that students can do what you've set out for them, and what do your students need from you in order to be able to meet those objectives? So this video provides a great overview and rationale for using backward design, and I think it's a really great opportunity that we have together in this course to kind of start from zero, in a sense, to denaturalize some of the processes that we've either inherited in teaching or have gotten used to, and to start to think freshly again about what it is that we want students to do and how we can help them get there. So our instructional materials for this week set that up, provide more information, and give you some models for how to design a course backwardly, so to speak. And that will help you complete your assignment for this week, which is basically to design 2 units for your course. Any course, any 2 units, it's really up to you. If I were you, I would choose 2 units that I have stuff for, that I have an idea of what I would want to go in them, just to give myself more to work with. So this document that you're looking at is the course outline instructions, and I'll let you go into the nitty-gritty of what is being asked of you here and some of the advice that I have. But in essence, what you're doing is, for 2 units in your course, designating a title or a topic, enumerating all of the objectives that you want students to be able to meet during that unit, to enumerate the ways in which you'll know that students have met those objectives. Are you using discussions? Are you having them do a presentation? Are they writing something? What is that thing? Would it be a journal, an op-ed? You have all of the same assessments available to you as you would during face-to-face. For the most part, you might have to think a little bit more creatively if you're doing things like presentations. How will your students deliver those? Can it be electronic? Does it have to be in class? And we'll talk more about what kinds of things we should save for online versus what we need to be able to do in the classroom when we discuss the hybrid form a bit more. So after you've designated your assessments, you'll want to figure out what it is that students need from you in order to complete their assessments and meet those objectives. So will you be using a textbook or articles or websites? Will you be making your own videos? If so, what will they look like? Will they be narrated like this with a screencast? Will there be PowerPoint slides? Maybe you'll use other people's videos. Maybe there are TED Talks or textbook materials that are already recorded that you want to use. That is where you will list those materials on your map. Now, you can start wherever you want with your course map. If you already know the assessments that you want, begin there, but then work backward. Backward is going to be a theme for us this week. If you know what your assessment is, well, what is it that that assessment is figuring out? Is it challenging students to think critically? Is it testing them on foundational knowledge and vocabulary that they need? The big takeaway here is that all of these learning objectives, assessments, and instructional materials need to work together. That is, this learning objective needs to be assessed by this particular assessment, and it will be supported by these particular materials. So you'll read these maps from left to right. All of these go together. All of these go together. And you can have anywhere from 2 to 5 objectives, and sometimes an assessment will be aligned with multiple objectives, and that's fine. If you're having students complete a major project, of course there are going to be multiple objectives aligned with it. So you'll find that you may be repeating your assessments across each table, and that's fine. And if this sounds a little bit vague for you right now, I will just return to our online course space in D2L and show you that in Unit 2's Extra Help submodule, I have a cheat sheet for helping you write specific, actionable, concrete, measurable learning objectives, as well as 2 course outlines, entire course outlines, one for another class that I teach and one by somebody who's taken a CTL course previously, and these will give you a more specific idea of what it is that a completed course map or course outline looks like. So do go through all of our instructional materials, take a look at my instructions for this outline, and look at these samples and cheat sheets to give you the full picture of what's expected for this unit.